It's only, well, we have Shakura's as purple map, but this is the second purple
I saw
map.
these two little eyes in the middle, and it looked like Squidward to me.
Complexity's Ganzi is our blue Terran spawning on the right top side of Cloud Kingdom, and on the left bottom side of the match ban. The man that I'm most excited about to see tonight, EG's very own HuK. I want to see him in Canada. I think it would be fantastic to have HuK playing in front of his home crowd on home soil. I can't wait. I think it could create some really beautiful pictures.
A lot of people want to see HuK in Canada. HuK did finish first in his group. He was seeded directly into the round of 16.
Yeah, HuK actually had a 7-1 record. He had a very rocky start in the NASL Season 3. I remember, because we already knew before it was announced that our finals were going to be in Toronto. And then after that first play day where HuK lost 0-2 against Toronto, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, it was really like, oh man. But you know what is also interesting? In spite of finishing first in his group, HuK, 3 of those wins were walkovers.
That is true.
So
but he still had 4 wins straight, and that counts for
that's
something
awesome.
as well.
That is absolutely awesome. But I don't know. It does throw a little bit of that unsureness for me, at least, into the mix. Is HuK? Is he able to take out Ganzi here? I think he can.
In the regular season, he did, man. These two guys, they played against each other. I believe the first map back then was on Shakura's, which was a pretty cool action-packed game. Second game was on Dual side, where HuK kind of did what Hero tried to do as well, with that warp-in pylon.
It was one of the coolest games.
Yes, and then just continue aggression. Even though Ganzi then sort of made a remarkable comeback, which should have never happened, but HuK was able to go close it out in the end. It was a really cool series, but HuK did take that one pretty convincingly 2-0, Ben, and that at least has to give him a little bit of momentum going into the series of today. Ooh, this Depot ban is running really low on HP. 11, 6.
What?
So close. What? But now it won't go down anymore. That was close. Close call.
That was a vicious probe, man.
That probe was out for blood.
He's upgraded his taser into a laser gun. You know, back in Brood War, probes had range. Yeah, even doing a lot of damage to this SCV. It's going to make it hard for Ganzi to get a really good scout off.
In the beta ban, HuK was known for his excellent probe harass.
Top 3 in the world?
Yes. I remember one time he played a game against a Terran on Steps of War. I forgot which one it was. And the Terran, like, I've never seen someone handling a single probe harass so bad. He ended up literally with like 10 SCVs in yellow health. And then, I don't know, I forgot who was casting. It was like, wow, fantastic probe harass by HuK. Look, and I was like, well, that was pretty good by HuK, but it was also pretty bad by the Terran. It's like, he never sent an SCV to take care of the probe. He always sent one SCV to the Rex, take damage, switch up. And he just kept doing that like 6 or 7 times in a row. It was a pretty funny game. I'm not sure how many probes or SCVs HuK actually killed with his scouting probe, but it was quite a bit. Those good old days, man, on Steps of War. You could do some real serious probe harass back then.
I wonder how many probes HuK has killed, or how many SCVs HuK has killed with scouting probes in his career. How's that for a statistic?
I would say between 250 and 300.
You think it's that many?
Yes,
I don't think it's that many.
Why not? In the beta, everybody was losing units.
How often do you kill SCVs with your probe?
1 out of 5 games.
So for it to be 250...
You have to play 1500 PVTs.
Okay, that's actually not that much.
No.
Alright.
Bunker is up for Ganzi, but HuK does get the confirmation that this command center is going up in the natural, but HuK is also doing... no, actually he dropped... No, he went for the 1 gate fast expand, then followed up with a second assimilator. He's probably just going to drop 2 additional gates, as we can see in the production tab. And maybe he's going for a little bit of 3 gate pressure, but maybe he goes for the more economic playstyle as well and just decides to chrono boost out as many probes as possible, which seems to be the case, at least now.
HuK's a player that's always kind of liked some kind of early mid-game aggression. But after MLG, when he didn't have the best results, he said that he was really considering rethinking his playstyle. So I'm eager to see if he does stick with what we kind of know him for, or if he decides to mix it up and show us something new here.
We'll see, Ben. 1 probe is actually heading out on the top side of the map, but I still don't think that he really wants to go for aggression, even though warp gates are almost ready, so he could warp in a few units, but he just... he has a single sentry on the map, but I really feel that if you really want to go for some aggression, HuK, are you paying attention? Yes, he is paying attention. Good job right there. Ganzi was not shooting at the Stalker straight away, so he didn't want to alert HuK that he was trying to kill the Stalker, but HuK was paying attention to the minimap or just coincidentally looking at the Stalker. In any case, HuK is sharp, man. And that's important.
3 warp gates finishing along with this pylon, so I think even if HuK doesn't commit to some 3-gate aggression. Oh, this time the Stalker takes a lot of damage. Oh, it's going to die. Wow. Huge. And did Ganzi see the pylon? Yes, he did.
But that was really bad by HuK.
What is this sentry going to do? Like, really.
I'm here. You better back off because I have a Guardian Shield.
I'm a sentry. I do good damage.
I'm not afraid to use my Guardian Shield either. And I can drop Force Field right on top of your head. No, the Sentry was unfortunately not able to save the pylon. So that didn't really work out for HuK, but I still don't think that he really wants to commit to that ban. As we can see, he's up 8 workers. That's a very healthy lead in this phase of the game. The Robo was a little bit late, but no worries. He does make Ganzi a little bit paranoid. As you can see, Ganzi with double bunker and having a couple of idling SCVs. The SCVs are like shaking their drills, man. He's like, I want to drill something. Just can't. What they put me in the school jumpsuit.
I don't think being an SCV would be too bad, man.
No, me neither.
To drive a spacesuit, it's basically like driving
a jetpack.
Like, no, like a Gundam. Did you ever watch the Gundam cartoons?
Nope, I did not.
I mean, you've just missed out on so many good things.
Well, Ben, I'm proud to say that I'm halfway through season 3 at Gossip Girl. Have you seen that?
Are you serious?
Unfortunately, I am.
You've been watching Gossip Girl. I mean, I know that you've been watching it, but it's 3 seasons of Gossip Girl.
Yes. It's
well, who's your favorite character?
I don't know. Maybe Nelly Yuki. Like this little Asian girl with glasses.
Wow.
Does
she remind you of anybody in esports?
I don't want to talk about it. Charge just started. Observer is making its way across the map, and we can see the Templar Archives being wiped in as well, man. 4 additional gates being wiped in. First armor upgrade is going up. Yeah,
and a probe going down here to this 3rd expansion. HuK hasn't thrown down a Nexus just yet.
Good observer is going to spot most of these units moving out. This is kind of a playstyle though, Ben, that HuK has been doing for a little while. HuK is not afraid to skip out on the Colossus early on, and he's not even a player who really super rushes to Storm. As you can see, he often finds getting quick charge much more important, and that's of course kind of standard. Some people like to get Blink before charge, even for defensive purposes. Charge is better in the real straight up fight. Blink is a little bit better in dealing with drops.
A lot of Marines out here for Ganzi. It's a scary army, but if HuK can force field well, I think he's going to be just okay.
And I really like HuK's observers. Ganzi does pick off right now. Good play right there. By Ganzi makes HuK worry straight away a little bit, but he has that pylon over here. He has units all around, so there couldn't suddenly be a hidden medevac
and
somewhere.
HuK did that well too. He just sent a single stalker, not revealing his army to Ganzi. So both these guys a bit in the dark. Ganzi's going to have to burn a scan if he wants to see what's waiting for him. HuK's going to come right out. And great job with the charge lots and a beautiful force fields going down, catching a ton of Marines. Well played there by HuK. And all that remains is a bunch of corpses, Marine corpses. As those zealots just chop those guys to bits.
HuK decides to upgrade his 2nd armor upgrade straight away, even before I was starting attack. Doesn't even have a 2nd forge either. He starts with his first High Templars right now, but didn't start Storm yet. He has a gas for it. I think he will get it pretty soon, unless he wants to do something really funky. He's getting a robotics bay right now. HuK is doing like the reverse tech trick from Hero.
Yeah. I mean, it's not unheard of.
Ooh, a little bit of a drop over here in the natural. Feedback went down straight away. We have 2 charge slots, and now we're going to have 2 Archons over here. Those 2 Archons should be enough. On the same moment, Ganzi is moving
at the same time, and Ganzi is moving in. Force field's going down by HuK, and they're okay force fields. I mean, he doesn't kill a whole lot, but he does force Ganzi to disengage.
1 Archon actually fell in the natural. HuK is in a little bit of trouble here, Ben. Feedbacks are going down, more charge lots storming in. He needs those good force fields. These were pretty good.
Yeah, those are great force fields, chopping off the majority of those Marines. Great job by Ganzi lifting up a lot of those Marines. More feedback going down, but HuK is actually using a lot of his units here, and he's just lost a ton. HuK down at 85 supply. Ganzi managing to save so many units with the medevac pickup is probably going to get this Nexus. HuK coming in once more, but the sentries aren't going to be able to do the damage, and neither will the Zealots. Here come the Archons, but there's just not enough. HuK taking huge damage in his 3rd base.
Yeah, HuK pretty much lost everything right there, Ben. He never decided to get Storm, even though he went for the High Templars. He had quite a bit of money saved up as well, and gas. He dropped the Robo Bay, but didn't have a single Colossus out. Maybe just too many things at once. Oh, look at this 1 pylon, by the way. That's gonna hurt if he loses that pylon.
Oh,
and HuK just calls GG. Ganzi take this first map very convincingly.
You know, this is the same way HuK played PvT at MLG Anaheim. Yes. This is like to a T. This is the exact same way he played. Fast Templar Archives, and then no Storm. And I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, man. I hate to be critical of HuK because he's a great player, but I don't think that you can really play PvT without coming up with some kind of answer to the mid-game bio, and you have to have something. Storm, Colossus, something.
I mean, you can get away with pure units because charge is like a halfway. Like Colossus is a real answer, High Templars are a real answer, and Storm, charge can be a real answer, but the engagements have been really good. And I think his force fields were pretty good a couple of times, but Ganzi was really on top of his control, picking up those units all the time, and also not going easy on the medevac. If Terran makes a push like that and they only have 2-3 medevacs, you feedback those medevacs, you force 2 stims, they're kind of forced to back off again, and then you're going to be really able to basically explode as Protoss because you're going to be able to get everything. You have a lot of gates already, you're going to be on 3 bases, you can then get the Colossus or High Templars. But since Ganzi had so many medevacs, 1 or 2 feedbacks didn't really hurt him, and he was able to just stick around, and then it really hurts if you don't have Colossus or Storm.
Yeah, tough break there for HuK in game number 1. We'll see if he can bounce back on Shakur's Plateau. That'll be our second map. Second game's going to be starting up shortly, guys, but first, a very brief break. Stick around.